Good evening. I am Nancy Dahl, principal, and I'm excited to welcome returning Lancers, new Lancers, and their families to our back-to-school night. We are committed to our mission of equipping students to be lifelong learners through lessons in academics, accountability, and attitude. Tonight, we will begin by sharing some important reminders and updates on school policies and procedures that will help the school year run smoothly for both your student and our school community. We are excited to welcome to LHS a new face to the administrative staff, Ms. Nancy Boynton. She is joining Ms. Gilmore and Mr. McWilliams. Parents and students are encouraged to contact the administrator assigned to them based on their student's last name. Additionally, we would like to welcome Chris O'Brien to our Student Services Department. Similar to the administrative staff, students are assigned a counselor based on their last names. Counselors assist students in planning out their course study in preparation for their post-high school plans. Our Student Services Department is here to support the whole student as they navigate their 4 years here at LHS. We work as a school community to support your students both socially, emotionally, and academically. In addition to your student's administrator and school counselor, their assigned prep teacher is a valuable resource on a daily basis. Additional academic support is available through prep time, after school with Miss York, and Honor Society peer tutors, and extended learning opportunities both before and after school that focus on preparing students for required state assessments in English, Algebra 1, and government.
To help students accountable, it is important that we adhere to the following arrival and dismissal procedures. Students should arrive no earlier than 7 a.m. If you are dropping your student off in the morning, please do so in the front of the building in order to avoid bus traffic and pedestrians crossing in the parking lot. We want to be sure that all students and staff arrive safely each day. LHS is a welcoming and transparent community. We encourage all parents to attend all LHS-sponsored activity and visit during the academic day. However, new this year, upon entering any school or FCPS building, visitors are now required to present an ID, which may be scanned or manually entered in a new visitor management system. Visitors without a U.S. government-issued ID may show another form of identification. The system will check the visitor's name and birth date for comparison with the national database of registered sex offenders who are not permitted on school property. No other data from the ID is gathered or recorded. The system is not connected to any other database such as the Department of Motor Vehicles, and information is not shared with any other agency. Once entry is approved, the system will issue a badge that identifies the visitor, the date, and the purpose of the visit. Persons without ID must be escorted by a school system employee. A visitor's badge is not necessary for those who visit simply to drop off an item in the office or pick up paperwork.
A missed school day is a lost opportunity for students to learn. Research shows that missing 10% of the school year, about 18 days in most school districts, negatively affects a student's academic performance. That's just 2 days a month. It is important that if your child is absent, that they turn in a note within 2 days of returning. Accountability is a pillar of our mission statement, and therefore it is important that your student remains accountable for their academic success. Students should access resources provided by teachers along with prep time and after-school tutoring in order to complete all makeup work. However, activities and class discussions that occur in the classroom are rich learning experiences that cannot be replicated. Please support our mission by making your students' attendance a priority.
Chromebooks are a necessary component to our learning as well as for practicing good digital citizenship. A cell phone is not a substitute for a Chromebook and therefore will not be allowed to be used in classroom settings. It is important for us to create a distraction-free environment that respects the privacy of our students and staff. In order to accomplish this, all cell phones will need to be turned off and put away at the start of class each day. Students may access cell phones before and after school, in between classes, and during lunch. In case of an emergency, please call the school at 240-566-9700. Do not call your child during class. We will facilitate notifying your child and expediting early dismissal procedures if necessary. Chromebooks provide an additional tool for teachers to engage students in active learning and exploration. They open a world of opportunity that is not always available in textbook. Therefore, it is essential that your student use the device at the instruction of the teacher and only access the sites that the teacher has approved for learning. Your students' safety and privacy is of our utmost concern. While social media is a prevalent part of our society, in order to protect your students' privacy, it is necessary to separate from our learning environments. Devices should not be used to take videos or pictures of students or staff without their consent. The use of social media, even outside the school day, that causes a disruption to the learning environment may result in school-based disciplinary consequences.
Dressing for success is part of creating a positive school culture as well. Students may not wear clothing that is unduly revealing or that promotes tobacco, drug, alcohol, weapons, or violence. Clothing containing messages that are explicit, offensive, or derogatory is also prohibited. Any article of clothing that causes a disruption to the learning environment will need to be changed. Additionally, this year, Frederick County Public Schools has adopted a policy that does not allow hats, hoodies, or head coverings of any kind in the building. Please help us to promote a safe and welcoming community for all students by dressing appropriately. It is the responsibility of all members of our community to create a positive and safe environment. If you see something, say something. Contact any administrator, counselor, or teacher with issues and concerns. National statistics say that 20% of U.S. students in grades 9 through 12 experienced bullying. 15% of high school students in grades 9 through 12 were electronically bullied in the past year, and 70.6% of young people say that they have seen bullying in their schools. It is the responsibility of everyone in our school community to stand up to bullying by reporting and intervening. When bystanders intervene, bullying stops within 10 seconds, 57% of the time. Don't simply watch. Speak up and report incidents to staff members.
Clubs provide opportunities for students to connect to their school and community. LHS provides a large selection of clubs that meet both during and after school. Participation in clubs and extracurricular activities has been linked to academic success. Students in large schools who participate in clubs and extracurricular activities build positive relationships and a sense of ownership in their school and community. In addition to our clubs, where we are extremely proud to offer a wide array of athletic teams and students may participate in. Athletics is another opportunity to display our Lancer school pride. Please support our teams and coaches by cheering passionately for our school athletes while representing the best of LHS by demonstrating good sportsmanship.
Communication is vital to your student's success. Even though your student is in high school, we encourage you to stay up to date with your student's progress by monitoring their grades in HACC and communicating with their teachers and counselors. Update your Find Out First preferences and contact information so that you can receive important school and community news as well as information specific to your students' classes. While we no longer have scheduled high school conference days, feel free to contact your students' teachers anytime to set up a conference by phone or in person. Any questions pertaining to your students' grades or classroom expectations should be directed to the classroom teacher. Questions pertaining to academic planning, general concerns, or issues with bullying or safety may be directed to your student's counselor.
While these are some of the highlights we wanted to review this evening, we are here anytime to address your questions or concerns. The rest of this evening will provide you an opportunity to meet your students' first semester teachers. You should be in your students' first block class. A bell will signal when to proceed to second, third, and fourth blocks. At the conclusion of the evening, please visit our LHS Marketplace in the cafeteria to join the PTSA, purchase a yearbook, update your closet with some new Lancer gear, and much, much more. Thank you for taking time to attend our back to school night, and we hope this is only the first of many visits to our campus this year. We are looking forward to working with you and your students this school year.